Like the angel on George Bailey's bridge, the man whispered into my ear, "Party, party." I whipped my head around and he gave me the look.
Subscribe to the podcast, KFC Radio on YouTube.
Bang.
So we're not in LA, but you did get your Vegas trip.
Got the Vegas trip in.
I saw you doing some karaoke.
No one else can feel it for you. Only you can live it. No one else.
I saw you in the club. I was like, oh man, this boy's gonna have some heartburn. This boy's body's gonna be hurting. I was getting hungover just looking at you. You said you still got it, but I'm like, I don't know if you still got it, dude.
Bro, as long as people are offering you cocaine, you've still got it.
Still got it.
If a guy sees me strolling through the fucking club at the MGM and casino, and he whispers in my ear, and it was so cool how he did it. Party. I was like,
that is one of the best. You know, like you buying, you holding, you got party.
Party. Dude, and then the second one here. Actually, I'm gonna do, because I don't want to pretend to tell the story, because we act like you haven't read it, and I haven't told it for the first time. So I'm just gonna read the audio. Like, I'll do an audio book. We'll put some music behind it.
Storybook time. It's storytelling time for. You know what? This is one thing I learned. KFC Radio Edition. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Excuse me. It's called "I've Still Got It" by Feidelberg. I've never felt older than I did this weekend. I'm 33. It's an age where old people will roll their eyes at you when you say you're old, but young people absolutely do not claim you. I guess you could say that about any age, but 33 is the age I am, and I'm the one talking, so everything's about me. The point is that I don't feel like a kid anymore, and it's never been more clear than it was the last few days. Kevin, by the way, chime in whenever you like, please. It's an audiobook / discussion.
Go ahead.
Starting on Wednesday morning, I was doing things that were very out of sorts for me. For starters, I made an 8 a.m. flight out of JFK. That meant that I had to be up at 5:30. And guess what? I didn't even need an alarm clock, because I had pizza for dinner the night before, and that gave me such horrible heartburn that I woke up at 3 a.m. and just stayed awake reading until my flight to Vegas. Reading. Then I brought that book on the plane and read it there too.
You bringing the book on the plane. I vividly remember last time we were on a plane, I had the book, and I got made the fuck fun of. And
no, you weren't on the plane. We were on the plane. We were at the pool.
Yeah. Look,
yeah.
Well, whatever, dude. Now you're the book guy. Fuck you.
What did I do my first night in Vegas? Went to see a show. That's how people with kids talk to their friends about Vegas in the 90s in order to hide their gambling problem. Oh, no. It's not just casinos anymore. The food is spectacular. The show's to die for. It's a whole experience. Well, I really went to see a show. I saw Cirque du Soleil's O at the Bellagio, and I fell asleep during a live performance where people were lit on fire because I was exhausted from traveling.
Were you
which I didn't even realize was a thing. Nah, I was with my parents.
Okay, I was gonna say, if you're doing solo shows in Vegas, you gotta be fucking.
Nah, that's crazy.
That's
crazy
old
time.
people shit.
Bro,
that's not even old people. That's crazy.
I was running like the fucking game too for like trying to stay awake. Like I got up at one point, went to the bathroom. It's an hour and a half show. Got up at one point, went to the bathroom, came back. Started falling asleep again. Got up, went to go get some candy, which is fucking snorting Sour Patch Kids basically. trying to stay up, and it was not helping. I was out, bro. I was literally a man was set on fire and walked across the stage, and my mom had to wake me up for it. She's like, "Look at this. This is fucking crazy."
Yo, coming out of a nap to that, it's like, what the fuck is going on?
He was holding a folding chair also on fire, just walking around. It was nuts. Thursday brought a new hell: athletics. I loved playing hockey, and I still do, but each time the reminders that I've lost a step get less and less subtle. Stick handling gets a nanosecond slower, the strides get heavier, and every time someone goes to take a shot, instead of an instinct to block it, a full surgery and rehab flash before your eyes. Reaching over your stomach to tie your skates has become borderline impossible. After a game, you find bruises in places that you don't even remember getting hit. And your groin gets so tight that after one shift, it feels like a sneeze could rip you in half.
And that's coming, by the way. I don't want to put this out there. You're playing too many sports.
I am?
You should stop. You're like one or two more spitting chicklets events away from a surgery. I'm calling it now. You should stop
next
now
one's-
while you're ahead. You will have shoulder surgery or groin surgery in the next like year or two. It's happening.
That night, after a nap, I went out to a chicklets party at Red Tail in Resort World. All these capitalized words look like they're total nonsense. They really do. It's crazy. A chicklets party at Red Tail in Resort World. Fuck off. I brought my parents. It was casual and we played Pop-A-Shot and chatted up some folks. When my parents called it a night, I got a text that my energy was needed in the karaoke room. I obliged and stormed in, singing a variety of my favorite songs. Jonas Brothers' I'm Hot, Taylor Swift Our Song, and Natasha Bedingfield's Unwritten. All of which are 15 and 20 years old. I looked that up.
Wait,
it was disappointing.
Was Chief there for Unwritten?
He was. Yeah.
Did you guys go bonkers for it?
We were doing it together. What happened was, in the video, I'm doing obviously like a Screamo version.
Yeah.
It's because I'd smoked so many cigarettes that day and done 2 karaoke songs already that I didn't have a regular voice left.
To scream or you couldn't hear it all, right?
So I was going high, and then I would go low because those are the only 2 registers I could hit. It was not a artistic choice. It was the only way I could fucking sing.
You gutted it out. It's your flu game. I also think as long as you are still the phone call to like bring some energy to the karaoke room, you still got it. That's up there.
Yeah,
with
that's a good point. That's a good point.
No one's calling me for that.
All of which are 15 and 20 years old, and after I lost my voice on account of the karaoke, I Irish goodbye because my head hurt too badly from singing. My head hurt so bad that as I walked out, I saw one of the people here who work in sales, and they stopped me in the bar. So I'd Irish goodbye from the karaoke room, and they caught me in the bar still, and they were talking to me, and eventually she just goes, I'm going to let you go because you look like you're going to murder me for talking to you. Because my head hurt so bad. I was in so much pain. I was like, I just need to get the fuck out of here. I need like fresh air. I need something. Friday night, after playing blackjack with Riggs, Chief, Scotty Darling, and Chef Donnie, we went looking for the cashier to exchange chips. I hate this part of leaving a casino. The wandering followed by the waiting in line after I've already made a decision that I want to leave bothers me. And it's why I always make it a point to win no money and have none left. That way, when I want to go, I can just go. Next level thinking, really. We couldn't find the cashier anywhere when Donnie had the idea to ask this guy. He looks like he works here. And as my head turned to look at Donnie, I realized his arm was moments from grabbing Barry Melrose to ask him where the cashier was. Admittedly, an oversized black pinstripe suit and a red tie does scream pit boss, but young people now mistaking my broadcast icons for casino employees.
That's a fair point, though. If there's someone who's gonna look like a pit boss in Las Vegas, it's Barry Melrose.
It's Melrose. Bro, I saw Melrose 3 separate times. Every single time.
Was he at the Chicklets event, or he was just there for the
No. I saw him in different casinos. This is 3 separate days. And he always looked like he just walked off set. He always had like one night he had an oversized gold jacket. That was at the Bellagio when I saw Then he had the pin. So I saw him twice at the Bellagio that night, and then once that was at Aria that night. With the thing. But then, after the casino, we went to Hakkasan for our Well Sandbag Championship celebration. We had tables and bottle service, and there was going to be a hot DJ group who I've kind of heard of playing. Now, to be fair here, no matter my age, this has never really been my scene, so I knew I wasn't going to last long. I popped in, spread my hellos around, and told a few jokes so people would remember seeing me, then reached in my bag for the Trusty Irish Goodbye around midnight and said goodbye. Not said goodbye. I don't know why I added that. It doesn't say that here. I didn't say goodbye. I Irish goodbye. As I attempted to sneak out, Dylan Larkin, who we'd walked into the club with, grabbed me and said, "Kyle, you leaving already?" And I, very self-conscious about not being able to hang anymore, lied and said that I needed to get someone in from the line at the front door. I lied to a person who doesn't even know my name in an attempt to cover my aging tracks. Old. To continue that story, one of the bouncers, or one of the club promoters, I guess, whatever, overheard me saying that, and he went, nah, dude, I'll get him. And I went, dude, it's fine, I got it. And once Dylan walked away, I went, dude, that was a lie. I was like, I'm just leaving. I came clean to the bouncer, but I didn't want Larkin to know. Larkin doesn't even know my name. He thought my name was Kyle.
I called you Kyle, bro. Kyle. To be fair, we look like Kyles. All of us, all white guys can be Kyles. So.
That's true.
One of my best friends, my mom calls Kyle to this day. She just straight up calls him Kyle the same way that Dave will call, like, young Sam Bob. His name's Evan. She just calls him Kyle every single time. It's not even a joke anymore. That's just his name. That's all white guys. You white, you Kyle.
I walked across the casino floor embarrassed, but also very excited to get back to my room and watch a movie. For those wondering, I went with Girl with a Dragon Tattoo. I stopped at one of the mini marts they have and grabbed my movie snacks: water, sweet and hot beef jerky, peanut butter M&Ms, Sour Patch Kids, and of course Tums. Old. But that's when a miracle happened. As I shamefully dragged myself across the hotel with a bag of candy and Tums, a man came and rescued me. Like the angel on George Bailey's bridge, the man whispered into my ear, "Party, party." I whipped my head around and he gave me the look that says, if you want to either overdose on fentanyl or maybe stay up all night, get a hooker who you can't get a hard dick for, and miss your flight, I can make that happen right now. And I smiled ear to ear. I'm all good, I said. From there, I practically floated to the elevator bay where I was offered to buy cocaine again, baby. This time, the man said nothing. This dude just held up like an 8-ball. He didn't say anything. He was a little guy. He was a little guy in like a full jean outfit, like full Canadian tuxedo. Yep. He was kind of like slumped over, and he just standing almost like the meme from the kid like in the hall. It's like me when I wake up my parents and tell them I've wet the bed and it's like an alien in the doorway. Yep. He looked like that, just holding an 8-ball like this. And I was like practically giddy. I declined a second time. Life is all about the little victories and moving the goalposts to ensure you get those victories. When you were younger, this is something we've said a million times. When you were younger, you wanted to be athletic. As you age, you simply hope people see you and think there was probably a time he was athletic. And the same goes for partying. Even if you're not doing it to the extent you once were, you still want people to think you can. Even if you felt old all weekend, you still want to have a little spot in your mind that says you can still reach back and chuck it. If drug dealers are stopping you on the casino floor, then I think it's safe to say you've still got a look that says, hell yeah, I'll do a gator tail right now. Let tomorrow sort itself out. And that's all any of us can hope for.
That is the best comparison I've heard. The idea of like, yeah, you're not gonna be as athletic, but as long as you still look the part. As long as it's not like when you show up to the party, people are like, oh, like you're a damper on the party. It's like, oh, this guy, he can't hang with us anymore, but like he once did.
And he's got stories. He's got stories. Yes. He can tell you about when he did hang.
I'm just impressed you said no twice. I feel like it was like that could have gone one of two ways. Either what you did or like, well, the second time's a sign. Come on, I got it. I'm only human.
Honestly, I don't even know what, like, I've never ripped up Vegas because I can't get the jet lag. The Vegas trips are always so short. Yeah. Jet lag just gets me, bro. I was gassed. Yeah. It was like I did the first night I was out by 9 p.m. So the next two nights, like I pushed it to midnight, but I was fucking tired.
Well, yeah, when you're not on cocaine, it's hard to stay awake. Yeah. That's the problem.
But also, I'm very surprised, despite the party coke and the coke in the elevator bay, Vegas is shockingly anti-cocaine. Like it's I remember it's where Bruno Mars got arrested for coke. Dude, every bathroom I went in were signs, not the cute please don't do coke in the bathroom, like signs like
do not.
This like do not do cocaine in here, like you will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law, blah blah blah. When I was there for SummerSlam, when I went into the Encore beach party, night pool party, there's like an amnesty box for people to drop their drugs in, and it's okay as long as you don't go. 3 separate layers of security patting me down, opening my wallet.
Well, because it's like this fentanyl, dude. It's like they probably had like deaths on premises and shit, and they're like, we can't have this anymore,
Dude, do it Bad Boys 2 style. Just drag them out back. Remember Bad Boys 2? Don't let her die in my fucking club.
Were people selling? Or I feel like the Canadian tuxedo guy just wanted somebody to do coke with.
Nah.
He was selling.
He was selling. Yeah, they were both.
Like
they were both
creepy
selling.
Guy, like I need a friend.
Yeah, like, can I just come to your room and do coke real quick?
You know what you really should have done. I'm proud of you for what you did do because you are an old man, and that was the wise decision. because you probably like still be reeling from that right now had you said
Yeah,
yes. I wish we could do a little like
I'd be in the hospital
low-key,
probably.
like the DVA. I want to see like what would have happened if you said yes, just to see how much you would. But in a universe, you said you said no. You go to the Canadian tuxedo guy. He pulls out that 8-ball. Not only did you say yes, but you were like, "Come here," and you united party guy and Canadian tuxedo guy, and the three of you just had a fucking time, and that became party John. There is a alternate universe in the final verse where we had party John, and I don't know if you can come back from that one, bro.
I would say that John is that John's dead. That John's soul inhabits the Strat.
Party is that's a top 5 phrase I've ever heard in my life. Party.
Dude, it's so cool. I like it. The way he said it was so party. I was like,
party?
Yeah.
And it's not like fucking party. It's not. It's party. Just a little party. Because you know what? I bet you that dude has tested every single which way to get someone to buy cocaine, and he landed on just a subtle, simple party.
It's a hell of an elevator pitch for cocaine.
I will have some cocaine. Yes, I will party. Thank you, sir.
Because guess what? The double. If someone goes party, you're like, huh? Maybe they mean drink. Maybe they mean go club. What do they mean? A double party. That means cocaine.
You know
party.
Party. I'm proud of you. We're at 94,000 subscribers on KFC Radio, the YouTube channel. I need to have it hit 6 figures. I need 100,000 for 2022. Let's make it happen. When we hit 100K, we'll give you all sorts of content. We're going to deliver on everything we've been promising. So please just subscribe. All you got to do is log in with your Gmail, click subscribe. Whether or not you actually even use YouTube doesn't fucking matter. All it does is help us. So take your Gmail, log in, click subscribe, and help us out.